Big Boosie. I'm back. Like I never left. I'm back, man. One of them days. Boy, I had a good time last night hanging out with my bro Vegas. Brought me down there promote to host his joint. He had a contribute to Jeezy. And they was playing a lot of Jeezy music all night. My boy JB held it down on the ones and twos. So y'all know the crowd motivator, man. I turned the party up. Period. That's a fact. Wait for some people to come up here, man. We're gonna have a good conversation tonight, man. Before I go lay it down. Oh yeah, I'm wearing my brother brand throttle. Y'all can go on his Instagram and tell him Big Boosie sent y'all when y'all go on this joint and tag him. It's called Respect the Throttle. Respect underscore throttle, I believe. But yeah, y'all go up there. Got the throttle hat, got the throttle shirt. His apparel is crazy. He got a whole bunch of other styles. He got the shorts. Damn, I should have bought the shorts, man. But damn, the shorts is upstairs. I'm gonna show y'all the shorts on my next episode, man. But yeah, I'm waiting for a few people to come up here, man. We gotta chop it up. So many haters out here. They went in on that art of dialogue situation with Dame. It looked like Dame was sitting in front of a green screen or something like that. But they don't understand professional cameras, man. Them cameras that have it looking like some other stuff, man. Robert Allen, what up? Jazzy Barnes, what up? I see y'all up, man. I'm up, get to it. I'm up, get to it, man. What y'all doing? Daddy said she respect the throttle, not the bottle. I know that's right. Respect that throttle. Well, respect the throttle is my bro, man. His name is G. Ed. Work hard with this clothing line, but he's a bike life guy, man. You know, the bike lifers make moves, man. Riding, four wheelers, dirt bikes. You see thousands of them everywhere worldwide, and they go. They even been to Japan with this bike life world. So that's what throttle is. And when he say respect the throttle, that means you give it too much gas, you will fall down. If you're not riding appropriately, you will fall down. Facts. Yes, indeed, I still ride, but right now I ain't been having time to ride. I be too busy, but I'm still one of the best. All them know about Big Boosie on the bikes. Maybe not the little newcomers, but yeah. But I still definitely ride. So yeah, man. I just wanted to say something. Hold up. Hold up, man. I got South Africa in the building, man. Salute, South Africa. Salute. That's what's up. Salute, salute. I be having South Africa. I be having Canada, London. Man, big up to all of y'all, man, that support me worldwide, man. I really appreciate it. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. I got a few things that I got in motion. And it's it's good conversation. I don't really care about the gossip stuff, but I will interact with some of the gossip stuff. It is what it is, but I'll put it in my twist because I don't want it to be gossip. I want to break it down for what it is worth, if that makes sense. Cincinnati, Ohio in the building. Level up. I appreciate that. For real. Somebody said, "Where's Rich Porter's cars?" Brother, they probably turned to acid and dust by now. Jazzy Boy said, "I wonder what tribe your ancestors come from in Africa. You should research it." That's a fact. That's a good one though, Jazz. You be on point with a lot of stuff, man. That's why I rocks with you, for real. 'Cause that's a good one. Now I want to get into something, man, real quick. Um, with Dame, which is funny to me. Y'all see him on the Art of Dialogue new interview going crazy, crazy, breaking the interviews up into pieces and segments and stuff. And he's sitting with his back facing the barn where he's at on his ranch in Wisconsin. And looking at it, you don't see no trees blowing, no nothing. And my perspective, in a place like that, it ain't too much wind blowing anyway. And you know, I guess those type of cameras that he using, or however it may go, it make it look like it's green screen. So a lot of people was on the comments on the Art of Dialogue. I was looking at the comments. They were saying, "How this dude, man, sitting? This dude sitting with green screen." So that took off crazy. This was in one segment. I forgot which segment it was. I think it was the Myth Bleak segment when he responded back to Myth Bleak. Y'all go to Art of Dialogue. I like Art of Dialogue. Y'all go there, check his joint out. But he was saying that, the comments were saying, going in like, "Damn, man, I ain't even think about it till you said something. Damn, yeah, it looked like it's that's green screen, man. That's crazy. Like, yeah, I don't see nothing moving." Then you got some little dusty dude. I'm definitely gonna say his name. He's a clown talking stupidity. Um, Somebody said like some AI type stuff. Yeah, it looked like it might be an AI type stuff. Blue said, "You got PayPal, my brother?" Nah, I don't got PayPal. I got Cash App. King said it do look spooky. Yeah, it do though. But so um as I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, man, it do look green screen. That's crazy. It look green screen. So as I'm watching, and I'm trying to remember y'all because I was watching it. That's why I'm sitting here vibing and looking back and thinking. So I'm looking at it, which Me, I already know. Anyway, my bro don't do no fronting. One thing about real men, and I'm gonna say real Harlem dudes right now, but this goes for still real men wherever you from. There's no fronting. We ain't doing that. Lying, real men ain't lying. Real men ain't riding around in a Mercedes Benz and a Bentley and a Phantom and they ain't got no real gas money in the car. Or no real gas in the car, excuse me. Don't have gas money for the car itself. Real men ain't riding around in the Mercedes and the Bentley and it's a female's car. She at home because she been working all day and you riding around in the car stunting with your homeboys, stunting on your homeboys or stunting to another woman, fronting in another woman's car. Not doing none of that. So I know clear as day, Dame Dash was not doing none of that. But I'm looking at it like, damn, that look crazy. It looked like it was green screen. It do. King said it do look look spooky, but yeah. Hold up, y'all. So as I'm watching, I'm getting mad now because y'all know Dame my brother, man. I don't. One thing I don't do, I don't play about my brothers and somebody that I love, and I already know anyway. My bro ain't gonna be doing no fronting because we don't do no fronting for nothing. It is what it is. He accepting his people saying that he broke or whatever, and he letting y'all know it just comes with the business. When you up, you up. You down, you down. But it's just about getting back. It ain't about sitting around moping. You sit around moping, then you are just a broke ninja. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he's far from all of that. And I've been told people that. I've been told people that you're not having ranch, house over here and all, and you broke. Maybe he ain't got the 200 million or whatever he had. Then okay, cool. If he had 10 million, 3, 4, 5, 6, he's still excellent. You know how many people would love to have that? You know how many people would love to have $1 million? It's just all about maintaining. So, but he's way above all that. So, and it don't even matter. And everybody worry about somebody else's pockets. Everybody always worry about what the next man doing, but nobody worry about what um, people have done to violate or go against their friend after a friend put them in position. And I ain't, you know, I'm not saying anybody specifically. I'm just saying, just it is what it is. But anyway, so I'm looking through the comments. I see all the comments and all that. People talking slick after this dude said that one thing. But there's a lot of people in there that was defending Dame and was going in on him crazy. Like they went in crazy. So I like that. I was loving every minute of that. So now another one came out. Another segment broke down. And it was the one I believe with Jim Jones. Y'all go up there with the ones with Jim Jones. Dame Dash responds about Jim Jones or whatever. And then he called Rocky over. That's my sis. What up, sis? You know I love you. He called Rocky over to talk about her book. And this was his point. His point is everybody always want to talk about his money and what he ain't got and this and that, but they ain't talking about the books that they sold independently. 70,000. Dusko Go to Space, which is about their son, and there's some other books that she writes about. She writes, but um, Nobody talks about none of that. Nobody talk about the positive stuff, which we already know negativity sell. Everybody just nosy. If they say it's a fight after school when we was little, we gonna make sure that we pack our books up fast, put them in the book bag, and break out and go outside and make sure we see the fight. Negativity sells, but nobody speak about great things, and that goes for all the high platforms that he been on and show support to, like breakfast clubs and just just all the big platforms, man. Nobody don't talk about none of that because they ain't got no room for it. They only got an hour to 2 hour space, and then an hour and 2 hour space, they have to fill it up with gossip bullcrap. They got to fill it up with. So if they talk about something positive that people don't care about hearing, they feel their ratings gonna go down and numbers gonna go down, which is true, and it's sad that our culture is like that. And it's just not black culture; it's white culture too. They love it. And they want to hear gossip too, but the majority comes from, as I know of, and been seeing, is black culture, man. We can't wait to see a dude that's smiling and happy, and then now he's sad or going through something. But the end of the day, like I said, that dude, Dame Dash, ain't going through nothing. I've been telling people that, and I ain't saying all that because he my bro, and that's my dude. It's just I'm just speaking facts, and to shut up the naysayers, the ass kissers, and all that. But anyway, to go back to the uh the art of dialogue joint where it was the segment. Y'all go there, check out the art of dialogue. We got to give him his props. I rocks with him. Um, the one with Dame responded to Jimmy, right? So this is the kicker right here to make people understand that y'all just be talking and you sound stupid. Rocky walks up. He calls Rocky to walk up. Rocky talking to him, and he was like, "Yeah, how many books did you sell?" He was really making a point about how many books did she sell, and nobody acknowledges that. And she was like, about 70,000. He was like, when, who helped you? She said, I did it by myself. Big shouts out to that. Congrats to you, sis, with that. And so as he talking, and she, after he finished talking, she was like, all right. And she turns around and walked towards the part where the whoever the clown was talking about green screen, she walks out there to the field and kept walking and walking. And now that's how you know that was not a green screen. And mad people in the comments was up there like, I thought that was green screen. You hating ass this went in. They going in on that. Yeah, that's a official ranch. But anyway, when I had Dame down here in North Carolina with me, man, he was looking for a lot of land. He always wanted to build and grow his own fruits and vegetables and all that stuff. And he had left us one time and went to Chicago and got with Farrakhan. He was at Farrakhan house for about 2 days. And Farrakhan was showing him all of his land, how he grew all his vegetables and all that. He was out there, he got all that on footage. This ain't no made up stuff. But and when Dane got back, I went to pick him up from the airport. He was like, yo, man, we gotta get land. We gotta grow our own stuff. Farrakhan was showing me how to do this, how to do that. This, you know what I'm saying? So he always been that type. So I already see him, wanting to be out there with a ranch and stuff like that because he just the adventurous type, man. And I'm only saying this to give my brother his props because everybody keep worrying about the negative and the hate and stuff, which is stupid. And like I said, Dame ain't the easiest person to get along with. Me and him always go back and forth about something, back and forth, back and forth. I can't make this up. But at the end of the day, don't worry about what another man is doing, man. Worry about who don't look out for a person that looked out for them, to put them people in position. So if a person that put a person in position, even if you're mad at them, you still gotta figure out a way to make sure that person right. It's people that I'm mad at. Ain't long as a person ain't do nothing very crazy to me, and I see him hurting, even if I don't want to talk to him, I'll probably be like, "Yo, take that, send that, get that to him." But tell him we good. We ain't gotta chop it up. But I wouldn't be like that anyway, because I wouldn't let nothing really get in the way of me not being able to chop it up with a person that put me in position. That's just my mentality. But anyway, still, homie don't need nothing from nobody. He know what he doing. He know how to make moves. And we got a lot of big things on the way. So y'all get ready to see the tables turn. 2026 gonna be a whole big, 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 big conversation. We gonna see what people talking about then. Straight like that. But I want to get into some of this puffy stuff with the two dudes, man. Clayton Howard and the other guy, the Phillips guy. They've been saying some stuff that I've been telling y'all before this interview on the Art of Dialogue. Go to Art of Dialogue. Art of Dialogue is cooking, man. Cooking. I gotta give respect to the big bros, man. Even if he's younger than me, he a big bro in this game. Anybody in this game is a big bro in the game, man. That's rocking. He's been rocking. And they said what I've been saying. They wanted to get Puff on national TV podcast, well, national news, all the same thing. If if he would have lost the case in front of people on national TV, and they could have tricked the jurors into convicting him for a domestic violence, which really would have been a Rico, the jurors would have been just looking at they convicting him. They would have been looking at what it was for, and the world would have just seen him get convicted, and it would have been a Rico. It would have went in one ear, out the other. Nobody paid it no attention, and they would have gave him Rico time. And only picture that the prosecutors painted was for a domestic violence charge. They tried a slick one, and that's why they fired that lady, that prosecutor, because the higher ups over her don't want that backlash coming to them. She was the fall guy for that one. Trust what I'm telling you. And these guys said the same thing that I've been saying. They trying to lock up anybody that's successful that is black with bullcrap charges, letting women say that they got raped years ago. They ain't put nothing, they didn't make a law against that yet. If you lie, you going to jail. If you lie and say a person raped, oh, excuse me, YouTube. If you say a person RAPEs you, because yo, they got a charge for 911. You call 911 and it's a fake, and it's fake, a fake 911 call, they coming to get you. They gonna backtrack it off the phone and you going to jail. Jazzy said why they never got so explicit with the Epstein case. They trying to get explicit, but they acting like they hiding stuff and all that because there's a lot of big dogs behind that, and they trying to push Trump in the forefront for it. So you see how Shannon Sharp got fooled and lost his ESPN. Jay-Z was smart not letting Busby get him like that. And yeah, somebody said that about Jay-Z and Busby. They was like, yeah, well, how Shannon Sharp get caught up with it and ain't fight hard? You know why Shannon Sharp ain't fight hard? Because we all heard the tapes with him saying No, you know you're gonna get choked. I'm gonna choke you when I get there. And that, you know, all the stupid stuff. And he kept saying, well, I got the other tapes. Let the rest of the tape play. But he ain't let the rest of the tapes play his damn self. Because I'd let the rest of the tapes play. I ain't giving no little skanky skank, no 23 million. I just got to keep going on and on and on, baby. For real. That means he was hiding something, in my opinion. That means he was hiding something. I'm not giving nobody nothing. I'm not going to jail for nothing. I don't care if the police, whatever they might have tried to do. No, we going to fight to the end. We going to trial on anything. That's just my motto in life. Especially when I know I ain't did nothing wrong. It's impossible that I'm giving 23 million to somebody. And what's crazy, they saying he told his daughter she gotta work for her. He's not gonna pay for a wedding, she gotta work for it. Now if that's true, that's sad. Cause fathers are supposed to pay for the daughter's wedding, man. Hold on, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. But Jay Z didn't. All that stuff with Jay Z wasn't even real. That wasn't even true. So Jay Z could stand and poke his chest out because it was crazy. They were saying that whatever uh, uh, club they was at or arena or whatever, the house where she was at wasn't far from there. She couldn't remember the house, but or how to get there, but she knew it was only like 20 minutes. So the house where uh, Puff and them was at, and Jay and the arena wasn't even nowhere near what she talking about, and they wasn't even where she was talking about. Don't even make sense. Mocha Moon sound like your hat. Yes, my brother. It's called my brother line is called Throttle, man. It's called Throttle, like motorcycle throttle. Rev the throttle up. So yeah. So Shannon got, a different issue. He threw Jay Z name in there. I was waiting for him to say another name. Yeah, Bugsby came at Jay Z. I was waiting for him to say another name. Why he use J name like that was significant or something? I don't get it. It don't make sense. So that's crazy. But now they trying to sue him. The lady suing him. The girl that was with Usher. The Usher movement. Usher had the lady mesmerized, and she's a lady of substance of somebody, and they were saying she was married. Why would she do that to a married man? And then him and Ocho Cinco was going crazy about it on their platform. Now she's suing Shannon Sharp. And she's a lady that do homeschool trading. Her daughter was 17 years old with a doctorate. This is a lady of substance. So now he got some other under fire things going on. But that's neither here nor there at this point. Um, I want to get back to what I was saying. I told y'all that this is a dangerous situation for us, our culture. Black people will be going to jail if you're a celebrity and you're rich, and they'll get away with it and they'll use their resources, and then we got to fight to get out. Prosecutor, make paperwork up to charge you with something. They'll pick out of the litter of celebrities who they want to target after they do the research on them, put the paperwork on them, give them this charge, paint this picture for the media, turn their people, which is us, against them, which people like me, they can't turn them against because I don't read into that bull crap. But Like people that's calling Puff a monster, to this, to that, turning him against you, give you these charges, and then just do the process over and over again. And I told people, if Puff lose this case, we are in danger. Go to any one of my episodes and y'all will see. I've been saying this for the longest. I've been saying this for the longest. But he won the case, so a lot of that getting pushed out the window now because now they fired the prosecutor, that lady. They fired her. So they don't get the backlash. Cause why the judge didn't drop it when they seen Cassie up there lying? Why they didn't get rid of her? Just say, man, just stop this whole case because it's stupid. They could have been did that. But they gonna let it play out. And they like, well, if it don't rock, if she don't win, then we just have to fire her, but we'll still hold her down. Yeah, you best believe they holding her down somewhere in the background. She fired from that job, but they giving her some money. Cause they tried. They trying to figure out how to sabotage us, y'all. I'm telling y'all. They trying to get us out of here. And that's why I try to tell people that be following that Tisa Tell girl as if she's doing something right. You going against a black man that is uh that's in power. And if they win, send him down the road, then they're gonna send everybody else down the road. And you helping do it. You act like you know Puff. You act like he did something to one of your friends. And that's not cool. Get out of here. That one of your family members or something. That's not cool. Stop it. That's crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all hear one of the guys. Well, this both of the guys on the Art of Dialogue speaking about how they saying the government used them, didn't want to put him on the stand once they read his book and knew that the tricks they was trying to pull on getting Puff convicted he wouldn't have been a good witness. But at first they wanted to use him and he would have been a good witness till they read his book. And now he's saying the same stuff I've been saying way before he could speak out. Now he can speak out because the case over with. But I've been saying they are trying to send us to jail. Why you can't fly your woman nowhere? How is that a Rico? And you trying to show a woman you are a respectful dude. You are a person of substance. You show the woman a good time. And then they get over there with you and it ain't even about sex. They just hanging out. But if they choose to have sex, that's on they grown people. When can y'all change a person train of thought when they go somewhere and be with somebody? They gotta say now, um, oh well, you flew me over here from New York to LA or to Mexico or to wherever. We can't have sex now according to the federal government. We're gonna have to wait until we have sex or be in the same state. So now y'all controlling how people have sex. That's what the government doing. That's what it sounded like. And it's just that easy to make a Rico. Like, man, come on, who let this lady prosecute somebody on something like that? Do that sound like it makes sense to you to y'all? That sounds bonkers. You know what I mean? People be in jail right now. I've been in jail and I was young flying women over here to come hang out with me. That's crazy. Who could do that? But I'm gonna let y'all hear from right out the horse's mouth. All the dialogue. Make sure y'all go check it out for an interview. But I want y'all to hear what he's saying real quick.
How are we supposed to believe in our own justice system, bro? This is what they're doing to rich black men. They're trying to turn something that we normally do. Any wealthy man, even white men do this. We see beautiful women, you got money, you might talk to her, they fly to come see them. You're not giving her money, paying for her like a prostitute. You just want to take care of her because you like her. Now you're going to turn that into sex trafficking cases against every successful man on the planet. The best thing that ever happened for law enforcement and for the entertainment industry is Diddy beating that Rico. If they had convicted Diddy for that Rico, there would have been about 40 other CEOs in the hip hop industry on trial. Because tell yourself the truth.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I've been saying that. And he's saying um 40 other uh 40 other CEOs. I'm saying new and up and coming artists, actors, and I'm only saying men because they ain't doing it to women. They're only doing it to men. So that's all I'm saying. Like I've been saying that, but this is the guy that was actually with Cassie, and he peeped the whole fake movement that they was doing. I'm gonna let y'all finish hearing.
Who hasn't flown a girl out with money?
Yeah, exactly.
We all did it. I did it at one point in my life. I'm not gonna lie. I flew a girl from California 2 decades ago. Yo, you bad. Come see me. Blah blah blah. We all do it. We not paying these girls like prostitutes. You a man. You like her. You want to take care of her. You want to show her you can take care of.
Hell, bro, but these modern chicks, bro, like that's a requirement a lot of the times, bro.
That's a prerequisite.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
prerequisite.
Like, yo, we gotta have a first date in another state, bro. Like,
You taking me to Applebee's? I ain't going to
well,
Applebee's.
we going to Miami.
So y'all get what I'm saying. Now we got a dude up here, viral industry said, maybe because GAE GAE Diddy isn't having SEX and forcing men on them for over 24 hours. Don't forget beating them, which he admitted to. Why you come up here with this dumb comment? Because it's still domestic violence. Stupo is what I'm trying to tell you. And excuse me for even saying that, man, but it upsets me when a person keep talking about domestic violence when he was charged with a Rico that could get him 40, 50, 60, 70 life plus whatever and take his company's money and everything. And that was way out of line, man. That's way out of line. That's not what they supposed to charge him with. Charge him with what he's supposed to be charged with. Viral Industry said once again, okay, stand with Diddy. That's your hero. See, y'all too busy caught up uh um basically it's like groupie chasing. You basically like being a groupie to the fact of something that's not real. It's like a rapper or a singer that make videos, but you know the video look good and you like it, but it's still an illusion. It's really not the person. You all caught up in an illusion of what picture they painted for you. Nobody can't force nobody to do nothing. Nobody can't force no real woman to do nothing. The real woman ain't going for that. And if she gets scared because he acts volatile or, real violent, whatever, she'll get a chance to break out and leave. And then a real woman will deal with that. And I guarantee you that. But Cassie stayed around. So none of that stuff y'all be talking makes sense. When y'all gonna look at Cassie as we done heard her tell somebody she'll unalive them and everything. And y'all still sit there talking about what they did. And these guys up here, go to all the dialogue. She calling them up and mad that they wouldn't come and do certain things and trying to control them. So what are you talking about? You are a troll, and I know it. And I don't even know why I even give you 2 minutes of a conversation. But sometimes, man, this is something that's so important because our culture is in danger because they figuring out a way to put us in jail back in slavery, which jail was already created for that. But we have laws where they can't do certain things, but they trying to do things to skip over the law and make it real easier for them to do so. And they want to put very powerful people They ain't been very powerful people, just people that's successful, that has a following, and people will follow and listen to them in jail forever so they can succeed. That's what it's all about. This this fool said, talking about reparations. You too old. If you ain't paying attention to the reparation of what I'm saying, brother or sister or whoever you is, I'm talking about what's going on now, what's about to. Well, Puff beat the case, so it ain't gonna happen that easy at this point. But I'm speaking about what could happen and for future references. And it didn't happen how they suspected it to happen. Or should I say, expected it to happen, excuse me. But you worry about the wrong thing. You must be one of them. You gotta be. Oh, you a street dude. This dude said, did you and Gangsta Lou have a run in the Alpo before he passed away? You talking about something totally different, brother. Or sister. Go all the way back to my Queen's Flip interview, and you'll see if I passed by Alpo or not. But anyway, getting back to the importance of the government sending people like Puff to jail for these charges. See, R. Kelly was the first one. R. Kelly was to throw the basketball in the air. It's called an alley oop. Throw it in the air. Puff would have been the slam dunk. How to get rid of these powerful black men that can speak and make people follow them and push away a lot of this bull crap that's going on in our politics, in our politicians' world. And or just period. But we gotta pay attention, people, because it's getting crazy. I ain't even finished watching the rest of this stuff with with the dudes that was with Cassie, man. I'm sitting back looking like, yo, wow. A man would just can let these men just sex his woman like that, and he just watching. Ain't nobody said he was there, you know, doing his hand movement, jaculating off and all that. They ain't say none of that. They just said he watching. He just make sure he monitoring, as if he feeding her fetish. And we can't front. We can't be mad at people that just want to watch somebody else sex their woman, cause it's just it's a fetish. It ain't our way of thinking or doing. A lot of people do it. A lot of people got things that they do that we would think is weird. Like I said, um, in one of my episodes, people eat chocolate covered cockroaches, chocolate covered crickets, chocolate covered ants. Like go and Google it on YouTube. It's a delicacy. It's a lifestyle. People do it. And to certain people it's weird, but to a lot of people it's not. So if a man wanna let somebody sex his woman, and he watching, it is what it is. I can't be mad at that man. That's on him. It's just the same as if they running a train on the woman, him and somebody else. And I'm not no Puff fan or none of that. Period. I'm just a person that's just a realist. I speak what it is. Speaking facts. Possess. This is a crazy situation. What we gonna see next in our world, in our environment? What's gonna be next, man? But we waiting to see. This was one of the smartest things viral industry just said, man. You could treat humans any type of way, CEO or janitor. Yeah, you can, and they can get away with it because they run the world. Only thing more powerful in this world, in excuse me, only thing more that is the most powerful in this world is God and the government, man. That's just the bottom line to it. They regulate, and then you gotta fight to get up out of it, and they make it hard for you to get up out of it, but make it easy for you to go in there. Very easy. Why they not gonna let Puff go home? He turned himself in. Why would he not stay around to get his sentencing if he turned himself in knowing what he was already facing? Does that make sense? He knew he was facing forever and losing everything and came and turned himself in. Now he beat it. Why they won't let him go home until he gets sentencing? Until the sentencing, rather, excuse me. Why would he run? That would be stupid. That's automatic. In state time is 7 years if you run or escape from jail. Why would he run? That don't even make sense. All that try to make an example out of him now, all that's over with, man. Let the man go home, chill with his family. If y'all gonna give him some time after that and that's the decision that he want to do, then that's cool. Other than that, yeah, sit in jail and finish the little. Whenever they gonna sentence you, just sit there. See, this is how you know Puff ain't a street dude. And you know, in his music and his career, he ran with street dude presence. But real street dudes would be like, nah, I'm gonna just sit here and get it over with. I've done it before. They wanted to give me probation or go do 45 days. I told him to give me 45 days. I'm not doing no probation. What I'm doing probation for? I'm getting this over with. After I do the no, all right, let me explain it or break it down for y'all. They wanted to give me a year probation or do 45 days. I said, give me the 45 days. I'm gonna go get this over with. I'm not doing no year on probation. I gotta keep coming talking to y'all and all that. No, I'm not doing that. It don't even make sense. So, you know, if I was Puff, I would just stay in there, knowing what's going on. But you know, he thinking, man, I'm gonna probably get this month, this. I want to touch my family, da da da. See, Puff was doing street stuff, and he didn't have to. But if he knew about real street stuff, he would have never been doing what he was doing. He skipped over the little smack on the hands and all that, and he went straight to big boy charges. So he would never be able to fathom doing little, let me do my little bid or my little ass time. He can't fathom that. He won't get out now because he's Puff. But A real street guy be like, I'm gonna just sit here, man. Y'all just hold it down. It's equivalent to going to court. You got a big charge, and now you got enough money to pay for bail or a lawyer. Pay for my lawyer. Forget the bail. I just gotta sit here. It's all the same thing. Real street dudes understand what I'm talking about, and anybody that really dissect what I'm saying will understand what I'm talking about, because it only makes sense to do so. So you got to know how to move out here, man. Hopefully, Puff come home and be in chill mode, man, because he did have an anger problem, so he do need some anger management. But when you rich at a young age and you feel you're on top of the world, you do certain things and do what you want to do. But you can't do that out here, brother. And it also shows you that if you was on top of the world, had people in your pocket and all that, show you that they ain't gonna be there for you when things hit the fan. So God sit us down when we are in power and show us. You need to slow down, man. This is what I was showing you. Now, I'm gonna let you survive this one, but you keep it up. You're gonna be somewhere where I ain't coming back to help you. God is he got a mean way to spank us. And sometimes you would actually sit back and say, I get it. I get it, God. I get it. And I think Puff getting it, understanding it. He just need treatment. That don't mean he gonna be a monster forever, what y'all calling him and all that. We can't turn our back on him for that. He ain't raped nobody, all that little kid stuff they was saying and all that, none of that never even came in the trial, nothing. So he get a chance to be respected. If he go do anger management and be a different person and all that, I'm gonna respect him. It is what it is. I respect the man that can own up to what they did wrong. I can respect the woman that own up to what they went and did wrong and they corrected it. That's it. You don't say it like sending away forever for life and all that for something like that. Get out of here. That's stupid. I'm not a fan of his to just want him out of jail after he do something to a woman. I got daughters. Somebody put their hands on my daughters. I don't care if I'm mad at my daughters or whatever. All that mad go out the window. I'm going to jail for mines. Or I'm going in the grave for my daughters. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to hurt them. I don't care. Period. And I've been like this before my daughters. I never ever rock with nobody that'll violate a woman putting their hands on her. You can't hang with me, bro. I almost been in a situation. I done spoke about that already. I ain't gotta get into all that. But I almost been in a situation where I could have lost my life or went to jail for somebody that was just a friend of mine, but a man beating on her. And I ain't playing that. And I was a young teenage era. So nah, I ain't no Puff fan. I'm just a fan of people doing right and getting their stuff together. And I'm a fan of a person owning up to what they doing by meaning going to get treatment and doing it right. Then yeah, I'm with you. That's what's up. I'm not turning my back on nobody because the government said it, the prosecutor said it, and they ain't never right. They need to be prosecuted for a lot of stuff that they do, and not because they run this stuff. So that's just what it is, man. So yeah, had to come up here, chop it up with y'all. Don't forget Throttle. Y'all go and check out Respect the Throttle on IG. And y'all see what he got. He got a lot of apparel, a lot of nice things. And that's what I like to wear, my brother's clothes, man. I like to wear what my brothers is putting together out here with their brands. Because that's what we do. We hold each other down. Bottom line. Make sure y'all subscribe. Please share this. Share this. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Because I need it, man. I need it. Hit that like button, man. YouTube be playing, man. And Jazzy Barnes said it was all good just a week ago. I know that's right. That's a fact. It was all good just a week ago, man. Salute to everybody, all my knowledgeable people. Jazzy, appreciate you. All the stuff you be sending me and all that. I'm about to get on some of those episodes too. About to come back to back to back, man. For real, for real. Salute to y'all. I'll see y'all later. Your boy Big Boosie signing out.